The truck's under the shelter again, but not why you think. This year's Chevrolet, I think 93, 94, 95, and 96 is notorious for paint coming off the hood and the top. Now, it was repainted once before. They didn't do a very good job either, obviously. So, I'm going to knock off the rest of that clear coat with my little sander there. Now, I picked that paint up way back in the early spring. And never have had time to do it. And it's not going to look professional, I know, but it will look better than what it is, I hope. And because I'm sick of looking at it. And while I'm waiting on knife orders, I will take care of some of these little projects that I've been meaning to do for I don't know how long. Show you some progress in a little while, maybe. Alright, I made a pass over it with an 80 grit paper on my random orbit sander. Knocked all the loose clear coat off. The clear coat is about off of it. Most of it was gone anyway. And now I'm going to go to a 120 because that's what I already have. And then I will go to a 220. Get through this whole project without having to go get anything. Use up some of this stuff that I've got. Yes, I am wearing mask and safety glasses. And when I get the paint, I'll probably put my respirator on. Alright, I'm satisfied with that. It is not perfect. I know you paint body guys are cringing, but that's what I'm going to go with. I backed it up in the sun, rinsed it off, rinsed all that dust off everything, and wiped it down a little bit, let it dry. And pulled it back. I'm going to let it cool down because it's real hot. I'm sitting in that sun for a few minutes. I'm going to let it cool down under the shed here before I put any paint on it. I've also got some rags I'm going to lay across the windshield and down the edges. I'm not concerned about the top right now because I know I don't have enough paint for that. May not have enough for this. But I'm going to go with it for now. And then I got one more thing after I get paint on there that I'm going to do somewhere else. I'm going to show you. Plus I gotta get done with this pretty quick because it's getting hot. Now I'm ready to put the paint on. I'll turn this fan off that's on behind me here in a minute. Would you look at the contraption I've came up with? So I don't want overspray on the fenders, on the grill. I don't want any on the windshield for sure. That's an old bed sheet with some blocks of wood and a couple clamps. No, I did not go in and take that off the bed. Once in a while, Mama will go through all the stuff like that and throw a bunch out and go get new stuff. And she puts them in a big garbage bag and gives them to me to bring out here for rags. You know, old t-shirts, old towels, that kind of thing. But I do not dare. And ask me how I know. Go inside and get a towel or something like that and do something like this with it. Old Ricky has learned his lesson about such things. So, but that's some cardboard. Don't throw anything away. That's part of my sander box, part of my air conditioner box. I've got another old towel that came out of the rag bag over here. And I think that'll do just fine. Put that down a little bit. Get back up there. There we go. Now, I'm going to get me a damp washcloth that's in my box that I actually bought myself. I buy packages of washcloths at the Walmart or at the dollar store when they're $3 and $4 a pack. You know, you get 12 or 15 in there, and use those for rags. So I'm going to do that, and I'll get the painting. I'll get my respirator out, and hopefully it'll look a little better than it did. Oh, and I got a story to tell you all about Mama too, what she did yesterday. Or day before yesterday. And she's gonna kill me for telling you, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. So stay tuned. Here we go. Well, there we go. It actually needs another coat. Make it look a little bit better. When it dries, it may even out. Some spots are lighter and some are darker where the paint was and where the thing came, the clear coat come off. But oh well, it looks a little bit better than what it did. And I'll worry about doing something else with it later. Funny story I was going to tell you all about Mama. She went to work on Thursday, or headed to work, and one of her friends that works there too lives right on the way, so she picks her up, takes her to work every now and then. Now her house is built on what used to be swampland. All this rain, Mama pulls in the driveway, they get in, get ready to go, make the circle around the driveway, got about halfway across, and the back end of the Suburban said, "Oh," sunk all the way to the differential. So I went over there with the truck and my little tow strap and didn't do no good. Couldn't budge it. So while we were waiting for the tow truck to get there, which thank goodness we have insurance coverage for such things, she said, "Well, what were you doing?" I said, "Well, I was cutting grass till you decided to go mud riding." You know? And she wasn't real happy about me saying that, but I thought it was funny. Tow truck guy got there, no problem, pulled right out. And it was a Chevrolet tow truck, by the way. Pulled it right out, paid the money, went to the insurance company, turned in the receipt, they cut a check, there you go. So it wasn't a bad deal. It was just, to me, it was funny. But y'all know, if y'all watch me long enough, you know I got a weird sense of humor. So, all right, I'm gonna let this dry because I can't go get any more, and it'll look like what it looks like. And I'll show it to you after it dries. Probably take several hours, maybe overnight. But we'll see. All right, y'all, it is dry. And I am not happy with it. Now I can go get, it needs at least one more coat, maybe two more coats. I could go get some more of that paint, the Duplicolor, and go over it again. But it doesn't exactly match the rest of the truck. It looks better like it is, in my opinion. But I had a wild idea. Instead of spending $30 or more on more for this the hood, what would y'all think if I went and got about $25 worth of camo and just camoed the whole truck? I've done that before on a Ford truck that I had, Yes, I have had a couple of Ford trucks. But I think if I did a camo job, done it right, taped everything off, and do it right. Now, I was trained by the U.S. Army. I went to a couple of classes on camoing, and I camoed some 113s and advised some guys on an Abrams tank, and we painted them. Well, those were sand camouflage for the Gulf War. But I also had training on the woodland camo, which I like better, which is the way I did the old boat, which lasted for at least 10 years. And I think I've already talked to Master Sergeant, one of my best buddies in the whole world, and he's for it. And what do y'all think? I think the whole truck camoed with a Wallace Knife Works decal on it somewhere would look pretty cool. Of course, I got to run it by Mama, because she rides in here with me a lot. Because we take the truck almost everywhere, because the air conditioner works, and the one in her Suburban quit back at the beginning of the summer. So I got to talk to her. Of course, you got to run it past the boss, but y'all help me out. What do you think? Should I camo it, or should I get some more and just do the hood and not worry about it? Because the top's an issue. The sides are okay, but they're scratched up pretty good from years of driving through the woods and all this. And taking it to a body shop and getting it painted is not an option at all. It costs a couple of $1,000s at least, and it's well worth that for the job those guys do. I mean, you know, a body shop, it's a lot of work. But I can do it in a day's time, and I believe it would look good. Flat finish, but I haven't decided yet. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Camo trucks around here are pretty common. You see them all over the place. Some are professionally done. Some of them are done in the backyard. Some of them are done very poorly. But I can do it. Guarantee you I can do it. So anyway, y'all let me know what you think. I'm going to go inside and post this up and sit down, take a break. I have got a couple of orders in today. I will get started on Monday morning. I thank y'all for that. I can always use a few more. So thank y'all for watching. Thank you for your support. Let me know what you think.